Hey, what's going on, everybody? Movie Phantom here, and yes, it's Monday. Time for some horror news. Up first, alright. So, Terminator Genesis opened. Didn't open this weekend, did it? It was open last weekend. Either way, yeah, it came out last weekend. But they did, he's been, Arnold's been doing a lot of interviews and stuff, and he was doing a Q&A after a showing, and someone asked him if he was going to be in another Predator movie. Or, because he's remaking, he's like not remaking, he's, he's sequeling all of their shit. Like, he just did Terminator, he's doing Conan, and he's doing Twins, apparently. Which is kind of the most ridiculous one of the group, but whatever. Which I'm not hating against Twins, whatever. But, no, but so someone asked him that he's going to do Predator 4. Or that's what they're calling it, because, Predator, Predator 2, and Predators 3. And then, yeah. And apparently they are, in fact, making another one. Now, he has not gotten a call one way or another, which I wouldn't see why he won't at some point. But, yeah, apparently Predator 4 is in the making. That's fucking awesome right there. Like, I'm pumped. Like, I'm a fan of all the Predator movies. Like, I like Predators. Like, everybody shit on that. I thought it was great, but whatever. But, yeah, I would love to see Dutch come back into action. That would be fucking awesome. So, yeah, so hopefully, yeah, Predator 4 coming soon. Hopefully this will be the last thing I'll have to mention about this, but Hannibal, what the hell is that over there? Man, ridiculous. Anyways, so, TV show Hannibal, we are literally tracking its downward spiral. Apparently both Amazon and Netflix passed on the opportunity to pick it up. I gotta say, this has gotta be the end. I mean, at this point, like, the creator keeps talking like, oh no, we're still looking for opportunities. Like, no, there's no more options at this point. Like, you guys are optionless. Like, everybody's gone. Like, everybody left the show already. Like, everybody's moved on. Like, it's still premiering, which I think it's kind of weird. I'm like, what if it does spike ridiculously? Like, what if, like, the last, 7 episodes just explode or whatever? But, no, apparently we're done. We are freaking done with this. So, I don't know. That seems to be the final nail in the coffin, I would think, so. There's a Cujo remake, but the weird thing is, they're doing a Cujo remake, but it's the acronyms are spelled out, so it's, C-U-J-O. Yeah. Well, for me, it goes this way, and then you guys at home, it'd be, anyways, so, yeah, but it stands for the Canine Unit Joint Operation. So, that's all the details I have on this right now, so I'm not sure if there's going to be some kind of weird, military sideline storyline going on here, or what the hell's going on. It almost seems like with a title like that, this is like a made-for-Sci-Fi Channel type movie, So I don't know. I'm okay with Cujo remake, but at the same time, kill the kid in this one. The kid dies in the book. Spoiler alert if you haven't read the book, sorry. Yeah, kill the fucking kid. It's weird. I saw Cujo as a child myself before I read the book, and I only saw it once, I guess, because I literally didn't remember shit from it. Like, all I can remember was them stuck in a car, which is pretty much the whole movie anyways, but it's just alright. And I guess I just assumed it get. So I read the book, and I'm like, holy shit, they killed the kid. And I'm like, they killed the kid in the movie. And I went back and rewatched it, I was like, oh shit, no, they didn't. The kid makes it. Happy ending, yay. Yeah, so if you're going to Cujo, kill the fucking kid. Yeah, get rid of him. So apparently there was a comic book called Outcast, and I didn't bother enough to, because this is bullshit news right here. But apparently it's from the creator of The Walking Dead. I think his name's Robert Kirkman. And well, anyways, apparently Cinemax, which, as far as I can remember, is always a titty movie channel. But apparently they're getting into the, I guess they have a couple shows right now that they do. So, which I don't even know what those shows are called. Like, that's how, not on the radar, I guess, fucking Cinemax is. But hopefully they're trying to turn their shit around with Outcast. So Outcast, you got Cinemax, and you want to watch something other than Emmanuel in Space. That just kind of dates me right there, because I'm not even sure that would even be. That was a show I watched when I was a kid. It was Passion Cove and Emmanuel in Space. I'd sneak up, because my grandparents had the premium channel. They had Cinemax and shit. So on the weekends, I'd go there. Well, they were old, so it was about around 8 o'clock, and I would sneak downstairs around 9. And then there's always a movie on. Typical movie, action or horror, and then boom, titty movies. Boom. The fam loves those titty movies. This is just, I just read the title and I was like, oh, this is great. And then I read the company, or found who the company is, and I'm like, well, that makes sense. Asylum, who's behind the Sharknadoes and just a bunch of other mock buster, type movies. Well, they got a new movie coming out, Little Dead Rotting Hood. Fucking bravo. Bravo. I love it. Oh, fucking, that's the cheesiest fucking title. Just recently watched the first trailer for Goosebumps. You know what? I'm in. It does seem kind of weird. Like, I would think, just from a producer standpoint, that you would want to make a, when someone's like, hey, we're making a Goosebumps movie, you'd almost want to make it into a potential franchise. And it just seems like it's such a standalone story itself. So I don't know if that's the plan. I don't know. But it just seems like it is kind of like a one-up kind of thing. And of course, it is kind of outside of, it's like, I don't want to say it's breaking the fourth wall, but it's like, it's outside of the Goosebumps. It's very self-aware. Like, the guy is, Jack Black's playing Arl Stein, and he wrote this, Goosebumps stories. Well, then, of course, those stories, the power is released and all the monsters come out of them. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. It's funny, a lot of people my age are kind of angry. And I get the anger because it's like, we grew up with Goosebumps or whatever, and it's the same argument I always have when I think of the Ninja Turtles. Because when you watch Ninja Turtles, like even this new one, which, fuck Michael Bay, but anyways, I get it. I'm older. I grew up, and unfortunately the Turtles didn't. They're still aimed at fucking kids. But for some reason, I didn't have that mentality of Goosebumps. Like, I just expected it to be a kid movie. And it just, everybody's like, well, it was like it's for fucking kids. I'm like, well, yeah, it is for fucking kids. It was for kids when it was art, for us. But so I can kind of get the argument or the anger that people are having. People my age are having, because I guess we all want that hard R fucking, which I would love to have a hard R Goosebumps movie. Or if R.L. Stein will write that. One of my favorite, I'll throw the word director out there. I don't really think his directing is anything special, but I love his writing. And I love his movies. I'm not knocking the guy. Kevin Smith, one of my favorite filmmakers, flat out. But I'm always the first to admit, like, I don't really think his directing is anything special. I think it's just a very straightforward kind of directing. But his writing is what puts it over top. Anyways, he's been hitting up horror lately. He's doing this like big horror cycle right now. And he's contributing. There's an anthology movie coming out called Holidays, where I guess it's going to be, and from what I understand, it's going to be like 5 or 6 stories compacted into the movie. But everybody takes a different holiday and they put a horror spin on it. And I guess this motherfucker drew Halloween, so boom. That's the tough one. When you get the holiday-themed anthology movie, I wouldn't want to direct the Halloween, because there's a lot of expectations on the Halloween one. Like, I'd much rather get like one of the obscure holidays, like Arbor Day or fucking Martin Luther King's birthday or some shit like that. To me, that's a better, you can have more fun with those, and people will just kind of be like, well, we're not expecting much, out of the Labor Day horror movie. So I just feel like it'd be funny to, but Halloween, he set up high on that one right there. I looked at the other directors, I didn't recognize a single fucking name on this list, so he's clearly the main guy here, so. Which I'm not sure if it was ever stated. It just seemed like everybody assumed it was, but the way the news story broke was Twin Peaks is pushed back to 2017. I assumed it would be 2017 anyway, but I guess everybody thought it was going to be 2016. But I was like, well, you got to get everybody together. You got it right. I mean, right now, it's all been pre-hype right now. Like, we got everybody back, and David Lynch is back. It's like, you still got to write the show and produce it. So, I mean, I don't know if they were expecting it to, like, to rush it and pull out something shitty. No, they're taking their time. So, 2017, if you didn't know, Twin Peaks. This is odd. I mean, it is horror movie related, but it's taking place in the real world. Apparently Destination America is going to be having a show where they are going to perform a live exorcism in the house that the movie/book The Exorcist is based off of. Which is fucking crazy, right? It's one of those things where it's kind of weird that this is like getting like a live kind of event. I was actually kind of shocked to realize that there's only been one other exorcism performed on TV, and it wasn't live; it was pre-taped. But it was back on NBC, like back in the '70s or whatever, like when it was like when The Exorcist came out, and it was big news. But yeah, this is their new stunt, I guess. They're gonna perform a live exorcism, which I don't believe in that shit. So it's just like I feel like it's gonna be an hour-long program, chock full of commercials, and you're not gonna see shit. Or they're like, it's gonna be like a weird noise, and they're like, what was that? And they cut commercial, and they come back, It's going to be like Glenn, the camera guy, knocked something over. He's like, oh, sorry, guys. Oh, exorcism. But yeah, no, it's kind of interesting, though. I feel like if a younger Phantom was out right now and a child, I'd be fucking stoked. Like, holy shit, an exorcism, and where's this going to happen? Someone could die. And it won't be like that at all. So yeah. And finally, you know, AntMan comes out this weekend, which is one of those I want to be excited for. And I'm going somewhere. I know this ain't horror related, but I'm going somewhere, so hang with me. But, you know, AntMan's coming out. I want to be excited, but it just seems like it looks too generic, maybe. And I hate that because I love Paul Rudd. And I really want AntMan to be like, boom, the next Iron Man or the next, you know, whatever. And I don't know, it's like I keep watching trailers and it just seems so unfunny, but they're trying to promote it like it's going to be hilarious. And I feel like that's my main thing, like when it comes to, because I'm not a big superhero movie guy anyway, like, you know, fuck X-Men and fuck most of the people in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Double jerk off in your face. But the ones I do like, the Iron Mans, and I like the Avenger movie, it's because they have that humor. Like, it just seems like they got enough comedy to where I'm like, okay, it's Robert Downey Jr. doing this thing, that's great. And I remember, the reason I've yet to see the first Captain America, because they just looked fucking dull and boring, and it was taking itself way too fucking serious. I haven't seen a single Thor yet. And I remember when they released the commercial, or the trailers for the Winter Soldier, the Captain America 2, it looked like it had that comedy in there. I was like, alright, cool. And then I watched it, and there just wasn't enough spread out. And I get it, you know, if you're a superhero fan, you don't want, I guess, a lot of comedy in your movie. You want, you know, straight up fucking, you know, drama, and what we're going to do next is the dilemma, and I'm a superhero, and take it seriously. So, I get it. I mean, it's just not my genre. I wish I could get into it, but I can't. However, AntMan, it just seems like, hey, that's a ridiculous. I mean, I never read comic books, so all the, you know, geeks out there, don't freak out on me. I'm sorry, it's just not my thing. But it just seems like that would just be the most ridiculous pitch ever. It's like, I'm making AntMan. He's gonna be the next. It's like, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, it's once again, it's one of those things where like I'm not into the comics, so I don't know how big they got in the comic world. Like, is AntMan super fucking Nova? Like, is he a main guy? To me, I feel like if the mainstream people like rarely hear these motherfuckers and they just come out of nowhere, it's like, well, they ain't that big, so fuck them. But I don't know. It's like AntMan's like one of those guys I've heard about, but like I didn't know anything about him. So it just seems like he's almost like the B-lister, maybe even C-lister on the roster of superheroes that you can potentially throw out there. But the fact that, like, you know, it was initially, and I'm not sure if he still has a writing career or not. I know Edgar Wright, who did Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz and all that, he initially was going to direct, and he wrote a pass on the script. I don't know if he's still, if that script maintained over. But the fact that Paul Rudd's, I'm like, all right, well, maybe it's going to be funny. And the trailer had its moments. Like, it don't look like it'll be like horrible or anything. But I'm just kind of like, well, it'll be good. But the reason I bring it up today is somebody made a trailer, which is great. They presented it like it was an old 1950s sci-fi horror film. Like in the vein of The Fly, or even like one of the giant creature feature movies like Them or Tarantula or whatever. And the way they actually used a lot of footage from other films, and then of course they used the footage from this movie, but they did it in black and white. Fucking great. It included a lot of Them footage, you know, in there. But dude, it was just great. I was like, you know what? I would much rather watch this 1950s version of a horror reality, you know, AntMan, than the actual AntMan movie. Like, I don't know, it just seems like it'd be a much better watch, but I don't know. You guys go on YouTube, check it out. Type in like AntMan 1950s trailer, and I'm sure it'll pop up. But yeah, that's all I got here this week. So yeah, you know, want to talk about any of these? Hit me up, Facebook, Twitter, down below. You guys know what to do. Yeah, so I guess until tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie, fam's a little depressed. I'm going back to work tomorrow. I just had 18 days off. I don't want to fucking go back. Like, I'm just so dreading switching back to my normal hour. It's depressing. Alright, and yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow.